Have you ever wondered if what you believe to be right is actually keeping you from what's most important? What if the things you practice with such fervor, the rituals and rules you meticulously follow, are just a distraction from a much deeper and more terrifying truth? There's a subtle deception. Imagine a scenario where holiness isn't measured by what you eat or what you wear, but by something far more intimate, something only you and the Creator can truly see. Are you ready to confront this reality that could turn your faith completely upside down? It's a revelation that challenges everything. The Pharisees and some teachers of the law, respected men zealous in their faith, approached Jesus with a serious accusation. They saw his disciples eating bread with unclean hands, without following the tradition of the elders to ceremonially wash their hands. It was a grave offense in their eyes, a scandal. They expected Jesus to rebuke his followers, to reaffirm the importance of these traditions. But what Jesus did was totally unexpected. He not only defended his disciples, but turned the tables, exposing the root of a problem that went far beyond mere hand-washing rituals. A profound statement was about to be made. He quoted the prophet Isaiah, revealing that these people honored him with their lips, but their hearts were far from him. They taught doctrines that were merely human precepts, rules created by men and not by God. A hard truth to swallow, wouldn't you agree? It questions the very foundation of their faith. Think about it. How many times do we, without realizing, cling to rules we've been taught, imposed by society or established by religion itself, without truly questioning if they come from God? Are we dedicating our energy to empty traditions while missing the essential? This is a critical moment for self-reflection. Jesus was about to reveal something so unsettling it would forever change the understanding of purity and impurity. He was exposing the hypocrisy of a system that valued appearances more than essence, the exterior more than the interior of a human being. Prepare yourself, for this truth may deeply disturb you. He called the crowd not just his disciples, but everyone who was there to hear a life-changing message. He said something that might be one of the most impactful phrases in the entire gospel. A declaration that defies all religious logic of the time, and perhaps even your logic today. Jesus made it clear that it's not what goes into a person that defiles them, but what comes out of their heart. This statement, at first glance, might seem contradictory, almost absurd to those accustomed to strict dietary and purity rules. But this was the key to unlocking the true danger, the real source of corruption. Do you feel this urgency? The urgency to understand what truly makes you impure, not in the eyes of men, but in the eyes of God? This is a matter of spiritual life or death, something that defines your eternal destiny. Don't settle for superficialities. The truth is one step away from being revealed if you dare to look. Jesus didn't stop there. He went straight to the point, exposing how the Pharisees abandoned God's commandments to cling to their own traditions. He used a powerful example to illustrate this grave flaw, something that would make anyone question their own priorities. Their hypocrisy was being thrown right in their faces. He spoke about Corban, a practice where someone could declare their possessions dedicated to God, and thus exempt themselves from the responsibility of supporting their parents. A human rule that invalidated a clear divine commandment. Honor your father and your mother. They used religion as an excuse for disobedience. Think with me. How many times do we, without realizing it, create our own traditions, or accept social rules that deep down move us away from God's principles and commands? It's a silent danger, a subtle trap that compromises our true faith and conduct. This calls for deep introspection. Jesus' authority here is unquestionable. He was speaking with the power of one who knows the human heart and the divine will. He was challenging the religious status quo, calling people to a profound reflection on where they were placing their trust. The foundations of their beliefs were shaken. The truth is that real defilement doesn't reside in external rituals or the lack thereof. It's not a forbidden food or a hand-washing ceremony. True defilement is an internal problem, something that originates and develops in the most secret sanctuary of every human being, the heart. This is where the real battle lies, hidden from plain sight. This revelation from Jesus is a wake-up call. It's as if he's saying, "You're looking in the wrong place. The problem isn't out there, but in here." This should generate a tremendous sense of urgency within us. Are we examining the right place? Are we confronting the true enemy within? The fear of being unclean was great in that era, but Jesus redefined what impurity meant. It wasn't a physical stain that could be washed away with water, but a moral and spiritual stain that could only be addressed at its source, the most intimate intentions and desires. This changes everything about how we pursue holiness. He was unraveling the mystery behind true holiness. It's not about what others see, but about what God sees within us. This calls us to a level of personal scrutiny that we often avoid, for fear of confronting our own shadows and weaknesses. It's a challenging, yet necessary journey. The cost of ignoring it is too high. The scarcity of people who truly understand and live this truth is alarming. Many follow forms and rituals, seeking an external holiness that will never achieve the depth God expects. Do you want to be one of those who live superficially, or do you want to dive into the liberating truth? The choice is yours, and it's urgent. The urgency of this message is for today, not tomorrow. Cannot postpone the inspection of our own hearts. What comes out of us, our words, our actions, reveals who we truly are. It's time to stop blaming the external and look inward. Real change begins now, in your inner being. Don't delay another moment. Even the disciples, who lived with Jesus, didn't immediately understand. They asked for a clearer explanation, showing that this truth was radical and counterintuitive. Jesus patiently revealed to them the map to understand the true battle of the soul. He provided clarity for their confusion. He said that from within the heart of men come evil thoughts. Think about it. It's not the thought that comes from outside in, but what springs from an already corrupted internal source. This is the origin of all evil we see in the world, starting in the most intimate place of each person. This is where darkness takes root. From there comes sexual immorality, thefts, murders, adulteries, greed, malice, deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, and foolishness. A shocking list, isn't it? Each of these evils is not the fruit of an external environment, but of a disordered heart. This internal chaos manifests outwardly. This list isn't just for major criminals. It's a mirror for all of us. How many of these elements do we find in our own hearts, even if to a lesser degree, or try to hide? It's an invitation to a brutally honest self-analysis, without excuses, without masks. We must confront our true selves. Jesus is telling us that purity is not a matter of avoiding certain foods or rituals, but of purifying the source from which all our actions and words emanate. It's a deep cleansing, a transformation that can only occur from the inside out. This is the true path to freedom and holiness. Curiosity must be piqued now. How can we deal with this source of evil within us? Oh God. How can we purify the heart so that terrible things don't come out of it, but rather fruits of love, peace, and goodness? This is the journey of true faith and transformation. It is the ultimate quest defining our character. This message is a watershed. It separates empty religion based on appearances from genuine faith, which seeks internal transformation. It's a matter of urgency to choose the path of truth before internal defilements destroy our soul and our purpose. Don't let precious time slip away. Make your choice today. Don't miss the chance to deepen your understanding of these transformative truths. If you value content that challenges and edifies, become part of our community. Subscribe now to the channel so you don't miss upcoming videos that will continue to explore the depths of the Word. The Pharisees were blind to this truth because they were trapped by their own rules. Don't make the same mistake. Allow Jesus' word to penetrate deep into your heart and reveal the areas that need purification. Change is within your reach if you allow it. It's a powerful and liberating process. Understanding Mark 7 is the first step towards a freedom that transcends rituals and traditions. It's the key to a purity that pleases God and transforms your life from the inside out. Don't settle for less than the complete truth. The path to true life is here, waiting to be embraced.
The implications of this truth are monumental. If what defiles us comes from within, then our main battle is not against external temptations, but against the evil desires and impulses that arise in our own hearts. It's an internal war that demands constant vigilance. This struggle is personal and critically important. This is a truth that many avoid as it forces us to confront our own fallen humanity. It's easier to blame the world, the system, or circumstances than to admit that the root of the problem lies within ourselves. But Jesus doesn't let us hide from this reality. He calls us to accountability. He invites us to a radical transformation. Not a change of rules or diets, but a metanoia, a change of mind, of heart, of intentions. This is the essence of the gospel, the promise of a new, pure heart, capable of pleasing God. It's a promise of profound inner renewal, a spiritual rebirth. The scarcity of people who live this internal transformation is a testament to the difficulty and depth of this message. It's not for the faint-hearted, nor for those seeking shortcuts. It's for those willing to allow Jesus' light to penetrate every dark corner of their soul. This path requires courage. Are you afraid to look inward, to discover what truly hides in your heart? Jesus didn't come to condemn us, but to set us free. He offers the solution to this internal defilement, a purification that comes through faith in Him. There is hope, a powerful hope that can change everything. The urgency to apply this truth is undeniable. Every day we live with an impure heart is a lost day, an opportunity to live the fullness God desires for us. There's no time to procrastinate. The time to seek inner purity is now. Don't delay your spiritual growth and peace. This is the ultimate authority of the Son of God, revealing the essence of the law and the prophets. He didn't come to abolish, but to fulfill, showing that true observance isn't superficial, but rooted in the deep commitment of the heart to God. Wisdom for life is, in His words, listen closely. If this video touched your heart and made you reflect, show your support and help this message reach more people. Leave your like. Your simple gesture makes a huge difference in spreading the truth that can change lives. It's your way of being part of this vital mission, a beacon of light to others. Don't underestimate the power of a pure heart. It is the fertile ground from which true faith, genuine love, and justice spring forth. Seek this purity above all things, for all the sources of your life depend on it. It's the path to an abundant and meaningful life, a life truly blessed. The journey to inner purity is continuous, but it begins with a single step. Recognizing your need and the desire for transformation. What is your biggest difficulty when trying to purify your heart? Share your experience or your question in the comments below. I'd love to know.